Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630. Today we're going to answer the question, what's the best bike for women? Stick around. All right, so today we're going to answer the question, what's the best bike for women? But before we do, hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to watch all the new content from 630 and also be in the know about the contests and giveaways we're doing on a weekly basis for bikes, e-bikes, and accessories. All right, so let's jump into the topic of what's the best bike for women. Now, I'm obviously not a woman, I'm a man, so I don't want to talk specifically about which bikes I think are best for women's bodies. I want to talk more so about how to find the best bike for you as a woman and what goes into that and what that process looks like. There's not one singular bike out there that is the best bike for women. There's a lot of articles I see out there and blogs that are, the best bike for women, and it recommends 5 different bikes. It's really more specific to that, and there's so many different layers to what type of riding are you doing, what are your preferences, how far are you going to ride. So let me talk to you about, as a woman, what can you do to find the best bike for you? I would say number one, on the highest level, you have to think about 2 different things and what's most important to you. And I like to start with 2 different topics, which is speed and comfort. So really thinking about number one, speed or performance or comfort, which is most important to you as a rider. From there, we can segue down into then looking at, if you choose speed, are you looking for exercise? Are you looking for distance? Are you looking for road biking? That's going to take us into one sector of bikes. Typically, that's going to lead us more into performance. You're going to be looking at, let's say, mountain bikes or road bikes. Now, it also depends on, if you're looking for speed, are you looking for speed on pavement, or are you looking for speed on trails, in the mountains, things like that. That's going to take us into a different sort of realm or bikes. So if you're looking for speed, just know that when you're looking at road bikes, you're going to be looking at bikes that are more performance-based, meaning the bikes are going to be designed to move fast, roll fast, go fast, things like that. Comfort isn't going to be the lead design factor when looking at performance. Now, with that said, when you look at the road bike sector, there are certain bikes that are designed with saddles that are specific to women, the way they're cut to align with the tailbone of women, the hips of women, things of that nature. And then there's also different sizes to fit you. So you can find specific elements of road bikes that are designed for women. I mean, different size frames. From there, you'd have to think about your height and your weight, and you can be sized appropriately to the correct frame. And there's lots of sizing and fitting charts out there that will tell you for road bikes specifically, based on your height, which size frame should you be looking at. But I don't want to get into the specifics of fitting for road bikes, because that's a whole other element. But how to choose the right type of bike is really what I want to talk about. So if you're looking for performance, if you're looking to go fast on pavement, you're really looking at a road bike. From there, then, there's aesthetic differences, there's certain seat differences, but if you're looking at a road bike, a lot of the seating positions, the wheel diameters, the thicknesses are going to be relatively the same. Now, this type of bike, again, is for someone that's riding long distances, riding pretty fast, and really wants to get a workout on their bike. Now, if you're leaning towards performance, but more on the trail side, you'd be looking at a mountain bike. Again, there's mountain bikes aren't sized quite as specific as road bikes, but you can find specific frames, specific saddles for women in the mountain bike realm as well. Now, if you're looking on the comfort side, you're really looking at 3 different types of bikes. You're looking at cruiser, comfort, and hybrid. Also, there's another category of city bike, which kind of fits into the hybrid category as well. So as a woman rider, you're looking for comfort, thinking about what are the things that are most important to you in terms of comfort. There's certain saddles, there's also certain riding positions. So let's talk about each category. Now for cruisers, you're going to get a very upright ride. You're going to get thicker tires. It's going to be great for shock absorption on the pavement, going over bumps, things of that nature. You're also going to be very upright. It's going to be very relaxed on your back. Your muscles won't be very tense. So it's actually a very, very comfortable ride. Now, what you're trading on the cruiser side is performance to a degree. With that said, you can get multi-speeds in cruisers, but you're not going to get the performance, obviously, you would get from a hybrid. So if you're looking at all the bikes on a spectrum and you're putting performance on this side and comfort on this side, it's going to be road and mountain bikes on this side with performance. Then as you come to the middle, you're looking at hybrids as a blend between performance and comfort. Then you've got comfort bikes and cruiser bikes that both kind of fit in the same realm, more on the comfort side, less on the performance side. Now, moving into comfort bikes, they're going to be similar to cruiser bikes. They're going to have an upright ride, easy on your body, but you'll see comfort bikes a lot of times add additional features like suspension forks, suspension seat posts, things that will add even more shock absorption to the ride. In the comfort bike realm, you're going to see wider tires, but not necessarily as wide as cruiser. So these help provide a more cushiony ride. They really absorb the bumps. You can go over curbs, things of that nature. Makes for a soft ride, but again, limits the performance, or makes the performance a little less than, say, road bikes. You're not going to roll as fast, but again, you have to think about what's most important to you as a woman rider. Now, going into the hybrid bikes. So hybrid bikes are really a blend of all of these different categories. Hybrid bikes can have features of road bikes, mountain bikes, comfort bikes, cruiser bikes. So if you really think you may do a blend of all types of riding, maybe trail riding, pavement riding, hybrid bikes are a great place to look. And there's a big variety of different types of hybrid bikes. The width of the tires, the types of seats, the riding positions, things of that nature. Now, the goal though is to find a blend of comfort and speed to put together into a hybrid bike. So, as a woman in looking for the right bike, if you can first think about what's most important to you. If speed and performance is absolutely most important, you can go towards road and mountain. If you're somewhere in the middle of wanting both, look at hybrid bikes. If you're focused more on comfort, you can look more on the cruiser comfort side of things. And also the city bike. So the city bike is like a hybrid bike. Typically, city bikes have a very comfortable position, but they have a thinner tire. So this would be somewhere in the middle, like a hybrid bike, where you can get the performance out of it. It can roll pretty easy, but you also have a level of comfort. So it's a nice option as well if you want to get some exercise, or you like to hit high speeds, but you want a thinner tire. So from there, it's really weighting all these things. And for us at 630, we've actually developed a proprietary algorithm on our Bodyfit Quiz. If you haven't visited it, go to our website, put in your dimensions. You'll answer a few specific questions about your life, your riding type, and your body, and we'll recommend the perfect bike for you. But if you're trying to do this on your own, take what I said, narrow it down into each of these specific categories, and then start to think about the more specific things around the fit. What kind of fitting do you like? And I can talk a little bit about that. When you talk about road and mountain, the fitting can get very, very specific because of the fact that on a road bike, you're trying to have performance. Same with a mountain bike. So the level of sizing in terms of the frame sizes available can be very, very specific. Road bikes, you can have a 54 centimeter, a 56 centimeter, a 58 centimeter, 48 centimeter. And that's because when you want maximum output and efficiency, you really, really need the sizing of the bike to be very specific. Now, that'll also help to a degree with comfort, but the sizing on road bikes is also mostly about the output, because that's what they're there for. They're there for performance. Same with mountain bikes. When you talk about cruiser, comfort, hybrids, the sizing is a lot different. In some hybrid bikes, you will see very, very specific frame sizes, but it's not always necessary. It's really up to you and what type of riding you're doing to determine how specific of a size frame you need. If performance is important to you, but comfort is also, then maybe you do want to look at a hybrid bike that has incremental frame sizes, like a 46 centimeter, 48 centimeter, or a small, medium, large, extra large, to dial in, the efficiency as much as possible. But most hybrid comfort cruiser bikes are going to have adjustments that you can make at the seat level, you can raise and lower, and the handlebar level, where you can adjust those components to get your body as comfortable as possible and in the right riding position. So most comfort and cruiser bikes come in a one size fits all a lot of the time, and you make the adjustments of the bike, like I said, at the seat or at the handlebars. So they're sized a little bit differently. Again, it's kind of up to you to think about what kind of sizing do I need, what kind of fit do I need, how important is performance to me, with knowing that on cruisers like our bikes at 630, we have adjustment points, even though it's one size fits all in terms of the frames and the wheels for most bikes. There's some exceptions like 24-inch bikes, which are designed for women 5 foot, approximately 5 foot and below. But knowing that you can adjust these points to fit your body and be comfortable for you. So you get into your category, you think about fit, then it just comes down to aesthetics, quite honestly. And again, if you're riding for leisure, riding for recreation, it's, I think a lot of bike companies don't recognize this, but aesthetics and the look of the bike, no matter what, is important to a lot of people. And it's important to me, just like anything else, our car, our clothes, everything else that defines who we are. So again, what factor are you going to put ahead of all the other ones? If you're going to choose performance over everything else, and you get into that sizing and everything and you can't find the color you like, then you have to decide, is performance still the most important thing for me? I will say a lot of times on the recreational side, the comfort side of things, hybrid, cruiser, comfort, city, you're going to see a way more vast color palette in terms of the type of colors that are used. There's a lot more designs specific to women. Because on the road bike side and the mountain bike side, there is so many different sizes, a lot of manufacturers will limit the amount of colors, so you'll end up having to choose from more generic sort of colors that are one size fits all, like silvers and whites and things like that. When you get into hybrid cruiser comfort, like I said, there's more one size that can be adjusted to fit bodies. You'll see a deeper selection of colors. Like here at 630, we pride ourselves on developing color schemes to connect with the female user base a little bit more, based on the research and design that we do. And we feel like we do a better job than that a lot of companies in the road bike, mountain bike sector. So when you choose the category you like, you think about the fit, you choose the right fit. Obviously the color and the aesthetic is important to you, but remember, choosing the right bike for you is all about which factor is most important to you. Sometimes the aesthetic and the colors can be a game changer. I completely understand it, and that's totally reasonable. But I have to say, choosing the right bike for you, you could put any one of these different elements above the other. And the reality is it's all about your choice. It's all about what you like. And if you want to put aesthetic at the top and that's important to you, then so be it. Again, at the end of the day, it's all about you, what's right for you, and what you like. If you're trying to put functionality before everything else, then I would say you can use my approach of speed, comfort, get into the type of bike, look at fitting, and then look at aesthetic. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of good bicycles out there. They're all going to pedal. They're all going to get you from point A to point B. So if you choose that you want a blue bike and it's a road bike, then just know that, just know what that bike's typically going to be used for before you jump into it. But, people make buying decisions all day with their heart and what they feel and the colors they like over functionality all the time. So again, it's totally up to you. There's no right answer. There's no best bicycle for women out there. It's really about women or all riders choosing what's right for their lifestyle and for them. And I'll say it, I said it before and I'll say it again, take the Bodyfit Quiz on our website. You'll answer specific questions about your body and your life, and our proprietary algorithm will weight all those answers and choose the right bike for you. So I hope that helps a little bit. If you have any additional questions, please comment below or shoot us an email, theteam@sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. And we have a 365-day return policy. If you don't love your bike within 365 days, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. And lastly, be a part of our community. We have a Facebook pedalers group, and we also have a 630 app. If you want to talk to real 630 riders, get their experiences, see photos of bikes, and hear what they have to say, join the pedalers group, and you can see what 630 is all about. And then you can also download the 630 app, track your rides, be a part of our weekly contests, and also see how other people are riding their bikes. All right, so thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.